So in TCP we have seen that there is no fixed size of header, right? Because in that we were having some uh, optional fields in the header part. That is, it might be contain the data or not, right? So if it is containing the data, the size can be vary from 20 to 60. That means 40 bytes are there for the data and 20 bytes are there for the particular header. So in that we were having one header field, right? Header ni length kitli છે? TCP header ni length kitli છે? But in UDP you can see we are having only 4 fields. In TCP we were having so many fields. Why? Because it was the TCP connection provides us the flow control, error control, acknowledgement, retransmission. While in UDP, no such kind of services are there. This protocol is used only for broadcasting, only for sending the data. There is no concern whether the receiver is receiving it or not, right? So that there will be only 4 fields. One is source port number and destination port number, so that we can send the data or send the packets from one end to the another end. And then there will be the UDP length and UDP checksum. UDP checksum is a optional one. If we want to give the checksum, then we can provide it. If we do not want to give the checksum, we can just put it blank, right? There is no need to. This field is a optional one, not a compulsory, right? So basically, it transmits the segment of 8-byte header followed by the payload. That means what will be the size of the header? That is the 8-byte. Right? So whole the thing, the source port number will have the 16 bits. This destination port will have the 16 bits. UDP length will have 16 bit and checksum will have the 16 bit. So total you can see over here there will be the 32 bit. Fine. Is there any doubt in this? Yes or no? Is there any doubt in header? Okay. So in examination, it might be asked to explain the header. Otherwise, it might be asked something like this. Okay. So in this, what happens? You can see over here. This is the hexadecimal values. So basically, whenever we are sending any particular packet from one end to the another end, these values are of the header fields. That means all these 4 headers size we are header fields we are having, that fields will be represented by this hexadecimal values. Okay. So how we are going to consider these values? So basically, whatever the first 4 bits are there, first 4 bytes are there, right? So this represents the first field of the header, that is the source port. The second portion represents the second field of our header, that is the destination port. Over here, the third one, this represents the third field of our header, that is the UDP length. And the fourth value represents the fourth field of our header, UDP header, that is the UDP checksum. Okay. So in this, after the questions can be asked based on this hexadecimal value. So first question is that what is the source port number? So how we can find out the source port number? What will be the answer? What will be the answer? Source port number. Source port number તમારા header field માં કઈ જગ્યાએ છે? It is the first value. So what will be the answer for the source port number?
CB84.
CB84, yes. But we cannot write CB84 directly as it is in a hexadecimal form, right? This is in a hexadecimal form. So what we need to do is we need to convert this bits hexadecimal value into the decimal value. So after converting it into the decimal, you will have some values like this. So this is your final answer. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I don't think so there is any need to explain you how we can convert the hexadecimal value into the decimal, right? You guys have learned that in your third semester. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now the second question for this particular hexadecimal values are, what is the destination port number? So what will be the answer? This is our header. In header format, the destination port is in the second position. So this is the input given to us and question is, what is the destination port number? What will be the answer?
000D.
Yes, 000D. And we need to convert that into the decimal value. Whenever you will convert it into the decimal, you will receive 13. Okay. Then the third question which is asked, that is, what is the total length of user datagram? So basically total length, that means the third field which is given to us, that is UDP length, because in the UDP what happens, with header we are directly sending the payload, right? So over here this field will represent the total length, that means the 8 byte of the header plus whatever the payload we have added, right? So this total length represents, this total length represents the header length plus the data. Okay. So what is the total length of user datagram?
16.
No.
6 or 6.
001C. 28 bytes. Okay. And now if it is asked, so total length is 28 byte. So now if it is asked, then what is the length of data? So how you can calculate the length of data? How you can calculate length of data?
Total length minus header length.
Yes, exactly. Because we know the
Yes,
total
ma'am.
length, right? We know that the header length is fixed, that is the 8 bytes, right? So how we can find out the data? That is total length minus header. So total length we got
20.
over here, that is 28, and length, so header length is a 8. So what will be the size of data?
20.
Yes, 20, right? Now next question is that, is the packet directed from a client to server or vice versa? આનો મતલબ શું થાય છે કે પેકેટ ક્યાંથી ક્યાં મોકલવામાં આવ્યું છે, ક્લાયન્ટે સર્વરને મોકલ્યું છે કે પછી સર્વરે ક્લાયન્ટને મોકલ્યું છે? So how we can understand this thing? આપણને કઈ રીતે ખબર પડશે કે પેકેટ ક્યાંથી ક્યાં મોકલ્યું છે? So for that we need to check the destination port number. For that we need to check the destination port number. So what is our destination port number? That is 13. That we can get from the second value, right? So as this port number is 13, which is a well-known port. So if your port is well-known, so we can say that the packet is from client to the server. આની જગ્યાએ જો port number 80 હોય, પછી 25 હોય, 21 હોય, so all these port numbers are a well known port. We know that કે આના ઉપર કઈ સર્વિસ થવાની છે, રાઈટ. સો જ્યારે આવી રીતે પર્ટિક્યુલર સર્વિસ આપણને ખબર છે ને એવા પોર્ટ પર જતું હોય દેટ મીન્સ ક્લાયન્ટ એ સર્વરને રિક્વેસ્ટ કરે છે. અને જો કોઈ વેલ નોન પોર્ટ ના હોય તો એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ વી કેન કન્સિડર કે એ સર્વર તરફથી ક્લાયન્ટ તરફ આવી રહ્યું છે. આર યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So for that you need to understand which are the ports we can consider as a well-known ports. So over here I have given the list of the ports which we can consider as a well-known port. So port number 7, that echo packet, whenever we want to send the echo packages, so we utilize the 7 number port. For discarding any datagram, we utilize the 9 number port. For active users, for પેલું જે આપણે keep alive timer વાળું કહેતા હતા ને, એમાં active users છે કે નહીં એ ચેક કરવો હોય તો એના માટે 11 નંબરના પોર્ટ પર મોકલે છે. તો 13 નંબરનો પોર્ટ છે તે it returns a date and time, right? જે ગ્લોબલી આપણને ડેટ એન્ડ ટાઈમ આપણે જે સેટ કરીએ છીએ કઈ રીતે થાય છે with the help of the port number 13. Then quad 17, chargen 19, FTP data, because we know that FTP is having two links, right? One for the handling and one for the transferring, right? So 20 and 21, telnet, SMTP, DNS, DHCP, TFTP, HTTP, RPC, NTP. These are the well-known ports. So if you are receiving these ports as a destination, so you can say that the client has requested to the server. Okay, and if the port number, the destination port number is other than this ports, so you can say that the server is responding to the client's query. Because જ્યારે બી client ને આપણે response કરે છે તો એની જોડે જે process ની જે port ID હોય છે એ random હશે. કેવી હશે કે જે free processes હશે, right? Okay, next question is, what is the client process? What is the client process? આનો મતલબ શું છે કે કયા સર્વિસ માટે કે કયા વસ્તુ માટે આ પેકેટ મોકલવામાં આવ્યું છે. So as the destination port number is 13, we can say that the client process is data. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If the destination port number is 80, so what will be the client process? If the destination port number is 80, then what will be the client process? HTTP સિમ્પલ છે. 80 પોર્ટ નંબર શેના માટે યુઝ થાય છે? HTTP માટે. તો પ્રોસેસ શું હશે? Are you understanding? હા કે ના?
Yes, ma'am.
સી આ બધા ટોપિક ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે બટ એને અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ હવે આમાં મારે કઈ એક્સપ્લેન કરવાની જરૂર નથી. જે નામ છે એવા જ એના કામ છે, right? So there is no need to explain each and everything in detail, and you just need to remember the port numbers. એ તમારે ગમે તેમ કરીને યાદ રાખવા પડશે કે ભાઈ HTTP આ જ પોર્ટ નંબર યુઝ કરે છે કે FTP આ જ પોર્ટ નંબર યુઝ કરે છે. In that I cannot help you, right? That you need to just remember. So yeah, that's it. This is UDP. The disadvantage of UDP we have already discussed. Do not provide error control, flow control, do not establish the connection, right? No acknowledgement, no retransmission. And which are the applications of UDP? So basically your DNS service, DNS system utilize the UDP connection, video streaming, live streaming, right? the calling, all this is used with the help of the UDP protocol. Is there any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
So do I need to explain anything else in this? Just a second. Oh. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So over here you can see the question which is asked is what will be the length of data if the hexadecimal values of user datagram header is DAEB 1487 ACB5 1104. So now calculate what will be the size or length of data for this input. Calculate it and answer. Done? What will be the answer?
42925 bytes.
42925. A. How?
Ma'am, total length is A7B5 means 42933
Okay.
and minus header length means 8 bytes means 42925. It will give you
Yes.
data.
Yes. We will have. Do you guys know there is one converter, hexadecimal to decimal converter? So in this you can check A7B5, right? A7B5. So you can see over here the decimal value for this hexadecimal value is a 42933. And we know that the length of the header is a 8. So we need to just minus 8 from this 42933. So you will get 42925 bytes. So this type of question can also be asked in a MCQ in a 2 marks. Right? So it is very simple, but you just need to understand that which field, which value represents which field, right? First represents the source address, second one is the destination address, third one is a length of UDP, and this one is a checksum. So what will be the port number for this destination port number? जो एग्जाम ની અંદર તમે લોકો કન્વર્ટર નો યુઝ ના કરતા, જો થિયરી માં પૂછ્યું હોય, so you need to represent these steps as well. So at that time the question will be asked in a 3 marks. Okay, MCQ માં છે તો એમાં કોઈ સ્ટેપ્સ ની જરૂર નથી, તમે ઓનલાઈન કન્વર્ટર યુઝ કરો, I am okay with that. I do not have any problem. But if this question is asked in a theory, right, in a 3 marks, so you need to show the steps how you are converting the hexadecimal value into the decimal one. Yes, for this, what will be the destination port number? બોલો યાર, બહુ વાર કરી. 5255. So 5255 is a well-known port number or not?
No.
No. So the request will be sent by sender side to the client side to the receiver side, or receiver side to the client side?
Receiver to the client side.
Yes, receiver to the client side. This question was asked in a last time university exam. Okay, for 2 marks. So you can practice for such kind of questions. Okay. Okay. So today we have completed our. તમને મારી UDP ની PPT આપી પડશે ને? So today we have completed the transport layer. Okay. So from the next lecture, we will start with the data link layer. Okay. In your syllabus, we have completed 2 chapters. These 2 chapters, application and transport, right? Network layer will be covered by Nayak sir. So now we will discuss the data link layer first, and after that we'll jump to the MAC layer. Fine. In data link layer, there is, I don't think so I need to explain you much more things, because you guys have already learned the things in the 3rd semester. You might be have knowledge regarding how we are handling the errors, the CRC, pachi checksum value, parity beat check. For flow control, how we are utilizing the sliding window protocols, stop and wait, simplex protocol. So I just said to do the revision kind of things, because all the topics are already covered during your 3rd semester, right? So I don't think so it will take much lectures, right? યાદ છે ને બધું? આપણે ખાલી રિવાઇઝ કરી લઈશું એકવાર, બરાબર? હાય નહીં, નાઈ નહીં લા, કંઈક તો બોલો. યાદ ના હોય તો તમે મને કહી શકો છો કે મેડમ અમને કશું યાદ નથી, તો પછી હું સ્પીડ અપ ના કરું, પછી હું મારે નોર્મલ પેલા એમાં હું ચલાવું. બટ એટલીસ્ટ ગીવ મી સમ રિસ્પોન્સ, તો મને ખ્યાલ આવે નેક્સ્ટ મારે કઈ રીતે જવું જોઈએ.
એમ થોડુંક જ યાદ છે એટલે થોડું.
ઓકે, તો એકદમ સ્પીડમાં નહીં જઈએ, બરાબર? થોડું થોડું યાદ છે, એટલે જે વસ્તુ યાદ હશે. આમ તો મેઇનલી એની અંદર જો ડિઝાઇનિંગ ઇશ્યુ એક મેઇન છે, ફ્રેમિંગની જે મેથડ્સ છે એ એક મેઇન છે, અને પેલા જે 3 સમ્સ આવે છે એ મેઇન છે, રાઈટ? એન્ડ સ્લાઇડિંગ વિન્ડો. આપણે ધીરે ધીરે જ જઈશું, બહુ વાર નહીં લાગે, બરાબર? બહુ આપણે ઝડપમાં નહીં જઈએ એટલે તમને લોકોને તકલીફ ના પડે બીકોઝ ડેટા લિંક લેયરના બધા જેટલા બી કન્સેપ્ટ છે આ બધા એ બધા મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે ને એવરી ટાઈમ એક્ઝામમાં પૂછાય જ છે. Okay, roll number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
P. Roll number 3.
Present, ma'am.
16.
Hello, ma'am.
हाँ. 16. Nisarg.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
34. Mohammed Shakib.
Yes, ma'am.
Param.
Present, ma'am.
Heath.
Present, ma'am.
Jay Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Dev.
Present, ma'am.
Jancy. Jancy. ભાઈ જેન્સીને જરાક ઇન્ફોર્મ કરજો કે મને કોન્ટેક્ટ કરે.
મેમ એને ચેટમાં રિસ્પોન્સ આપ્યો.
ઓકે. અજય.
Present, ma'am.
કૃણાલ. કૃણાલ. $76 નંબર. ભાઈ જે બી એનો ફ્રેન્ડ હોય કાઇન્ડલી ઇન્ફોર્મ હિમ કે મને કોન્ટેક્ટ કરે. રિયા.
યસ મેમ.
નંદની.
યસ મેમ.
મીત. मीत कुमार 168. Vishal.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. You can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.